Hello, welcome to our Wednesday devotional. Thank you for joining with us today. What a blessed opportunity it is to share the Word of God. Last Sunday I shared from Philippians chapter 1 how Paul challenged the people there to have their love grow and abound more and more. And I tried to issue that challenge to our people, to the ones that were in the services and the ones that watched online. We as Christians ought to let our love abound more and more. We ought to grow our love. And it ought not to be just to the Lord. It ought to be to our families and to our spouses and to our children and to those that are lost around us. Our love should grow more and more. My challenge then and challenge today is this: do you love more, whether it's the Lord or your family, do you love them more now than you did a week ago or a year ago? Love more and more. The way that happens, I said, was that love gives. You can just about tell the value of someone's love by the way he or she gives. Now, I'm not just talking about gifts and saying that the one that gives the biggest diamond ring is the one that loves the most. However, I am saying that the one that gives the most, whether it's time, energy, sacrifice, whatever it is, that's one that loves the most, giving the most. Love gives. I did not share this Sunday, but I want to continue that thought by reminding us that love sacrifices. Love sacrifices. Do you understand that? We know that biblically God gave his son. We know that Jesus gave his life. Sacrifice. Do we sacrifice for the ones we love? Do we sacrifice for our family members? Oh, I mean, real sacrifice. Oh, yes, sometimes the guy will say, well, I didn't get to watch my favorite ball game last Saturday because of the family. That's a real sacrifice, isn't it? Well, the fact is, we ought to be willing to sacrifice for our family, sacrifice for those we love. We ought to be able to sacrifice, willing to sacrifice for the Lord and his work. What a joy it is that we have salvation. What a joy it is he's given us the local church through which we can serve him. And yet so many don't make many sacrifices. This is not intended to be a rebuke, but it's a reminder that love sacrifices. I think of a third thing about love. It gives, it sacrifices. Love serves. Love serves. Didn't Jesus serve his disciples? Didn't Jesus serve those who were needy all around him, whether it was physical needs or spiritual needs or emotional needs? What a blessing it was that he served others. What a blessing it is to us if we serve others. As family members, we can serve our husband or wife. We can serve our children. We can serve elderly parents. We can serve because love serves. In our church, we can serve because love serves. Do you love your church? How are you serving? In our church, we have all kinds of ministries where people can serve. We always need nursery workers. We need children's church workers. We need young children's church, 4 and 5-year-old workers. We need all kinds of workers if people are willing to serve. Love serves. I thought about this would have to do with the way Jesus served even Judas, who would betray him. We need to serve those that we are to love, even if they don't show love to us. We have a lost world around us. We're to be telling them the gospel. I wonder if we're serving them. I wonder if they'd look at us and say, oh, those people at that church, they must love the Lord because they really serve. They serve others. They serve the lost. They serve the Lord. I just want to remind you today, we have been given and shown so much love. We ought to give it back. We ought to let our love grow more and more. It'll show in our giving. It'll show in our sacrifice. And it'll show in our serving of others. God bless you today as your love grows more and more.